with consistency, okay, during game, routine, okay, something happens. So we recognize where we're at. So let's quickly talk about red light, green light, yellow lights. Green light means go. It means I'm good. Nothing's wrong. It's all good, okay? In sport, that's about 10%. 10% of a whole game will be in green. It's not much, okay? Because we have something called an opponent, and they're trying to stop us, okay? And then there's yellow. We spend about 65% of a game in yellow, right? So yellow means a couple of things. If I'm driving down here in Los Gatos Boulevard, and I see a yellow light, depending where I'm at, I either have to speed through or I have to slow to a stop. And this is where wisdom comes in. Okay, this is where we need to understand right now, do I need to push through or do I need to slow down and stop? Because what happens is when we get to a yellow light and we don't do it just right and it turns red and we haven't gone through that intersection, a couple things can happen. Okay, we can get a ticket, or worse, we can crash and burn.
Yep.
We spend about 10% of games in red. And I thought we'd save this for another time, but since I'm already on it, okay, this is called an emotional stoplight. And so we recognize where we're at. Am I in red, yellow, or green? Okay, let's say I'm in yellow. Something happened, a bad call, weather sucks, I'm hurting a little bit, a teammate says something mean, an opponent's getting in my face, I heard something from the fans. All these things can cause us to go into yellow. I make a mistake is one of the biggest ones. Okay, so I'm in green, something happens, I'm in yellow. I need to do one of two things. I either need to push through to get back to green, or I need to stop, slow down. Okay, let's get back to green. Best player in the world. We'll talk more about it another time, about this emotional stoplight. Because if I don't catch that at my yellow light, guess what? I'm going to get into a red light without even knowing it. Okay. And it depends on your mentality right now. You might go from green to red, just like that, not even hit a yellow light. But so that's kind of the recognize, release to get back to green so that we can refocus. Guess what? You will not always get back to green. It's just what happens. You may have to play half the game in yellow, and that's okay. I want you to get comfortable playing in yellow. We'll talk about that another time. But when we're talking about consistency and routines during a game or in pre-game, depending on how it's going, okay, we need to have consistency in checking in on us. We need to recognize how we're doing, red, yellow, or green. We need to release any reds or yellows. We need to refocus on what's important right now and getting back to green, because that's where we play at our best. If we're able to do that consistently, shot to shot, play to play, of just checking in, Asante, how could that improve your consistency and your performance?
Tremendously. It's because it's so important to be able to check in and know where you are. I think of times when you make a mistake, and sometimes making a mistake doesn't always mean you need to like slow down. But it does mean that you do need to refocus. And so I think of just taking that time to think of what just happened. Was a mistake. All right, next time this comes up again, I'm gonna push harder because I know where I messed up. And that wisdom also helps you like get back into green and not necessarily have to like take a step back.
Absolutely.